What is going on, ladies and gentle people of the YouTube? This is Matt the StarCraft, and I have a nice little best of 3 1v1-ish thing for you. First game on Shakur's Plateau between our red Zerg, AAA Nerchio, I believe that's how you pronounce it, and our yellow Terran, as you can see by the have fun, luck good, game good. EmpireKas. I've actually got a few of EmpireKas' videos up, and I had a few stocked away, but I wanted to get this one out there. This is going to be best of 3, like I said, for Gigabyte Cup. A few things about Nerchio that I know is he's actually quite a good Zerg. I've seen a few of his replays, but I don't think he has anything major under his belt. He is currently the #1 in the UK Grandmasters League. EmpireKas talking about the looks like the pool coming up for I don't know what tournament he's talking. I think he said IEM. I missed it. I think he said IEM is what I saw. They won't invite MC. I think. Oh, just some friendly chatter. You can read that. EmpireKas, on the other hand, is quite a heavy infantry player. As you've seen prior, he is a huge fan of the very atypical Marine Marauder siege tank build. Sometimes he'll switch it up and go straight siege tank. He's just quite an interesting player to watch, and he's really fun. He's quite damn good as well, so he is no slouch when it comes to his game. So while these guys are just starting up their opening, let's take a look at what he's doing over here. Looks like he's going to be doing hatch first. So while these guys are doing this open, just a few things I want to run down real quick. My Spanishiwa video should be a week from today. I think I'm uploading this on a Monday, I believe. My Spanishiwa contest is ending next week. I close all comments next Monday, August the 1st, and I choose a winner, and I will be announcing it that week. And then you and I will talk about getting. I'll get in touch with Spanishiwa again. We'll talk to you. He will be in MLG Anaheim that week, so of course the lesson will have to take place after MLG Anaheim, and then we'll get everything settled. So go check out that video if you have not. I'll throw up a link at the end of this one, So yeah, check that out. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. Subscriptions help me so much and allow me to do what I ever so love, is to cast for you and entertain for you. And just a quick word, no wall off for EmpireKas. So not walling off is gonna have his Marine kind of popping around, just making sure there are no overlords, looking to get a good scout off. You want to prevent scouting as long as you can. Just really poke around, make sure there are no drones also that are just hiding in the base. But Nerchio already knows where he is and is going to scoot his drone on back, grab that hatchery, and feel really safe. I'm curious. He is going to be doing a 1-Rax expand build. So not going to worry about rolling off because he's just going to go right for a quick expansion on this humongous map, which is great. And luckily for him that they have spawned cross position, so this is a bit safer for EmpireKas to do. Though still a little on the greedier side, a bit safer. He's gonna be walling off with 3 racks, so I'm gonna do 1 racks into expand followed by 2 additional racks just to wall that off. And that's something you see very common on wider ramps, especially with this kind of wide ramp on this big map, is they wall off with this. It's a very solid wall off, can't get through. The only thing you can get through, like if you want to get in there early game, is to baneling bust this sucker down. So maybe we'll see some of that. Maybe we won't. We'll see. With this early expansion, he needs to get a 3rd up very quickly. He doesn't know. I do not believe that. No, he has no idea that he has an expansion up right now, so he needs to scout that, and his queen is going on a mission just to sit at the front and then say, no, what, screw it, I'm going back. Really needs to scout that out. He needs to see that expansion so he can grab his 3rd very quickly. Overlord ever so slowly making his way over to the enemy base. And I need a drink, ladies and gentlemen. I need a drink. So, excuse me. So as I said, we do have speedling upgrade going down. I do like that he's placed a spine crawler. He did see those early Marines, so potentially thinking that it was a 2-Rax or a 2-Rax expansion or 2-Rax aggression into expand. He should be expecting the expansion. He did avoid those Marines, so he will see that it's 3-Rax. He will see that there is AC very tight wall off, that there is an expansion down, so he does know now. And his reaction to this should be, if he plans on going into the late game, a 3rd expansion ASAP. As you never ever as a Zerg want to be on equal bases with him, with your opponent. Taking a look at the unit count, they are about equal in the workers. Nerchio about 2 up on his opponent, grabbing his 2nd gas now. I apologize. 3rd gas, second gas. And getting ready to just move on and up in the tech. It looks like, as you would only grab a 2nd gas if you plan on teching up quite a bit. throwing down these Zerglings. That's what I love about the Zerg too. Grabbing the Zerglings are such cheap units that you can kind of throw them out there. You can get quick map control in the early game. Just keep an eye on your opponent. Speed has just finished up, and it looks like a baneling nest is dropping down. So as he saw those 3 barracks, he knows that it's going to be quite a heavy infantry this early or late in the game. And there goes an Overlord popping like a hot air balloon full of juice. So grabbing that baneling nest, which I really like, as he does know it's going to be quite a heavy amount of infantry on the field. We do have Stimpak dropping down with that tech lab, but continuing the marine production. Banelings can make quick work of this if they catch them in the right position. Up here we do have a factory dropping down with a tech lab as well, and a starport. So don't be surprised if this will be pumping out straight up siege tanks, going for the siege tech almost immediately, and this will be producing medevac, as it's kind of common for EmpireKas' build. As I said, he is a big fan of that marine siege tank build, Marauder sometimes mixed in as well, and he does have a 3rd command center, so really catching up. And actually, let's see if he has surpassed. He has surpassed with the 3 command centers and orbital commands. He has surpassed Nerchio with workers, and now when he feels it's ready and decent, he can move on out and grab an expansion. But in the middle of the map, we do have a good chunk of them moving up, and it looks like he will be attempting to baneling bust down this wall. He could do a ton of damage with this, and I don't know what it is. Have you ever guys looked up at a baneling up close and personal that are morphing? It looks like a little hand that comes out of the ground and holds them and then explodes. I think it's their legs, but it looks like a hand. I always think of it as a hand. So he is going to be baneling busting. This has to do a lot of damage. He needs to get right to his mineral line if he wants to do anything, or at least take out the army. But look at this wall right here. He is prepared for the baneling bust. It is busted down. He is going to be forced through a choke that is full of marines, and all those banelings don't think did much whatsoever. 1 worker killed for Nerchio, not nearly the damage he wants, but now it's wide open. He can start feeding his troops right on through. So if we get ready, siege tech is about to be done. He might be able to siege up in time and stop a maximum amount of damage. He is going to try to throw up 2 more barracks. He did not run in there when he had the chance, so now he's going to be met with more barracks dropping down. He's going to go straight and bust that down. Doesn't need to do nearly as much damage, but still. And now wasting all of his banelings right here on this. I'm curious why he went for the bunker instead of going right for the mineral line, as all those banelings decided they wanted to just blow up on that bunker when he could have easily hurt EmpireKas' economy, and had the Zerglings swing up here and just draw the attention of them, the rest. But what's done is done, and now he's going to continue to try and baneling bust as but the siege tank is done, and that will even further prohibit him from doing any more damage. That is going to be, I think that's going to be it for that baneling bust attempt. But behind all of that, he was still macroing up, and it looks like he is going to be grabbing his 3rd now, right after the failed baneling bust attempt. If we take a look at the worker count, now EmpireKas is significantly ahead, looking quite nice, and he is going to be looking to drop as well. I like this. After the baneling bust has already done, he is going to do a little counter-aggression of his own, force Nerchio to bring his troops back and say, you know what, through all that, I was still able to chunk out a good amount of marines that you were not able to destroy, and now I will punish you for this. And here they come, and now it looks like he was going to actually double expand, but he got caught, and those marines finished him up. And he's going to quickly deny this, stimming up just to make sure he finishes this off. Zergling's coming in and won't be able to save it. He does force the cancel, cleans that up, and immediately redrops his expansion. Even the banelings hobbling their way over, as Lair is not even up yet. Dropping these guys just to heal him up. Layers are going down. We do have Roach Warren and Evolution Chamber dropping as well. He does look like he wanted to grab that 4th, but wasn't able to. But we do have another drone moving on to grab a 4th near his natural. Not as easy to defend. Whenever you expand, I'm curious. I was always taught to, when you're as Zerg, expand away from your opponent. Don't expand towards your opponent. And yet, he was expanding towards his opponent. Is that actually something that is good advice to follow, guys? Let me know. Or is that just something that I was told? We shall find out in the comments below. And now the 4th expansion looks like it's going to be safe and secure. But EmpireKas rather, does have his 3rd up and running and getting ready to go. And I like that he took this one. You don't see the top taken too often, but as a Terran, it's actually very easy to take this. And you do have these destructible debris able to defend you all the while the rest of them, unless you plan on getting Overlord drops to drop your drone, you do typically have to break down those rocks. It's much easier and quicker to break down the rocks as the other 2 races. And now we do have more drops for EmpireKas swinging around the map, going straight for the main, and you're going to be catching Nerchio's army a little bit out of position here. He has a few roaches that are moving on down, but they are queued all the way over there, while this drop is swinging on over here. It does look like we have another drop coming out here to the 3rd to try and shut this down. The Zerglings are going to quickly shut this down, but as that's happening, This is already ready to go, and he is just dropping away. Does he know about this? He does, and it's just out of his vision, and now he's going to see it, but it's going to be a little on the late side. He's going straight for the spawning pool. So frustrating as a Zerg to lose that spawning pool, as some of your most basic units are going to be lost. He is going to be rebuilding that spawning pool, but right in the main, which is surprising that he built it here instead of towards the natural. We could be defended a little bit easier. These Marines going to be scooting and shooting, kind of kiting all of these roaches all around, but now the rest of the roaches are going to come swing around and try to finish this up, and he's going to quickly pick them up and run off, as that's why medevacs are so OP, guys. You heard it here first. Medevacs OP. Nerf them. Get rid of them. I don't want to see him in the game anymore, and I am kidding unless you are a fool. And believe me, now the Zerglings are just going to be watching as those medevacs fly overhead. All the Marines sticking their tongues out, and actually said, screw it, I'm going to drop and kill those Zerglings and take this as my own. But here come the roaches, and ouch. OP, guys. OP. Now EmpireKas also grabbing his fourth, as this is quite well saturated. Mules really helping out. Oof, and these roaches are just going to keep an eye on him. Doesn't quite know what's going on. I like this, an empty one and joining, and here comes a big old push from EmpireKas, right with the siege tanks and the Marines, his typical mix of units that are so dangerous if he's able to contain you this entire time, which he has been doing a great job of, and he's going to pull those roaches on back as he does see that. Infestors on the way out, as they do have the fungal growth ready at the start, as they have gotten that gland that allows them more energy. For some reason it is escaping my mind what it is called. I should note it. Now he's moving in. This fourth did not last long at all. Not good for Nerchio. Nerchio himself is going to be moving in with a counter aggression with a bunch of roaches, but he's going to met with resistance from a planetary fortress. He may be able to get this. If he could pick this off, that'd be great, but no, here come all the SCVs to start repairing. Are they going to be able to stop him? Are they going to? Yes, they are, as the planetary fortress eventually is going to do enough damage, and now it looks like he's going to be sitting up here. They are all a little bit hurt. Curious, it looks like this guy does not have the fungal growth, so he did use it on these, it looks like. And another infestor about to pop out. Can he stop him and delay him anymore? It looks like he's going straight to it. He is able to grab a good chunk of them, while a handful of Zerglings come over and try to clean up as many Marines as they can, but these Marines quickly going straight for the lair. There goes lair tech. And now the Marines are just going to make quick work of all the drones that try to escape, taking out a ton on the way. 22 workers killed, 144 workers killed, while he himself has only lost 3 and 34. So EmpireKas dominating this game almost without any challenge, making this look like it was just easy peasy lemon squeezy. And now he's trying to block it off with a spawning pool, but I'm just going to go straight in the back here. Might be able to finish this up, but at this point the damage has been done. Empire is actually grabbing his fifth. If you take a look on the minimap, you can see the command center being escorted away, and the Queen pecking away as quickly as they can, but more Marines scooting in here to just do some reinforcement and fungal growthing. Good to delay, but they are currently 1-2 while they are 1-0 roaches, and now it just looks like it's going to be the end. Nerchio just holding on as long as he can, double expanding, grabbing 2 hatcheries just to spend some of his economy. You never want to die with over 1,000 minerals in your bank, especially at this level of play, while EmpireKas can just sit here and bank up the minerals as he is pumping out all he can. Level 3 weapons on the way to just kind of round it off and kind of just rub salt in the wound at this point. One lone infested Terran sitting here, and there's a GG from Nerchio, knowing it's too late, he can't do it, and there go all the observers. So thank you guys for watching this. I always enjoy casting for you, and I will see you guys at game 2.